Like, subscribe and share to Jeff.
Yeah, that's the best gate crew, you know, Timon, Sims, Krabby, Rookie, Javon, the whole crew. One wants Jason DaCosta to be his trainer. Oh, you can get in contact.
Just call Jeff and Jeff will contact me, no problem.
Welcome my beautiful viewers and subscribers, Javon here for Everything Javon. Today's episode 3 of the Trainer's Circle. This trainer is the most anticipated here on the channel. You guys have been asking for him, and now I'm here at the stable to have a conversation with him. So without wasting any time, we're going to go straight into people. Remember guys, like, share and subscribe. Ask a friend to subscribe to the channel and get the family growing. A mad thing. Alright. Morning, Mr. Jason DaCosta. How are you doing this morning?
Good, Jeff.
As I was saying in my previous interviews, it's not an interview. It's just a conversation. Me, that's a reason. Me, I try to get to know you.
Okay.
And make the fans them get to know you as well. Alright, so where did the journey from horse racing begin? At what age did your father, Mr. Wayne DaCosta, introduce you to horse racing?
Well, practically from birth. I remember the bug bit me. I was about maybe 6 years old, and the whole family came to races one day. My dad won 2 races that day. I'll never forget it. Master Blaster and Rainbow's End. And from that day on, I was a fanatic.
So, most of your time was spent here in Jamaica with your dad or overseas?
Yes, well, as I said, from 6 years old, I lived and breathed horse racing. And after I finished high school, I wanted to come straight to the track. My dad said, no, you have to go to college first. So I did 2 years. And then after the 2 years, I said that I can't do this no more now. I want to train, so then I became his assistant. Okay. I was assistant to him for 5 years, full time, and then I went overseas after the 5th year.
So overseas, you acquired your trainer's license?
Yes, I got my trainer's license in 2009. And I've been training there since. So what is the process over there like getting our horse racing trainer's license over there? Well, over there just basically passing a test, a physical and a written test. Okay. You have to be recommended by a trainer. So I was assistant to Jose Pinchin when I went over there for about 8 months, and then I took the test. Okay. I got my license.
Okay. So at the time in like 2010, you made back a scene on the racehorse track here in Jamaica?
No.
2011?
No, I was training over there full time.
Wow.
Yeah, I was only supposed to spend a few months, but it ended up working out good. I took off. I started doing well, and I grew my business. You know, at one point I was up to 30-something horses, and doing well. I didn't start training here in Jamaica until 2021. 2021. Yes.
So what is it like training horses over there compared to here in Jamaica?
Well, training horses is basically, it's the same, just different systems. America, the training period in the morning is a lot different than it is here in Jamaica. Jamaica is a lot more laid back. The grooms only groom like 3 horses. Abroad they groom 6 and 7. Okay. And the riders come to the barn for the horses, take them, work them, bring them back. So it's a bit more fast-paced in the mornings. Okay. But all in all, it's about the same. In Jamaica, we school horses right here at the track. Okay. When I buy young horses abroad, I send them to get broke. That's, learn the basics, riding and stuff, and then they come into me at the track.
What is your experience like growing up with your dad, being that he's a super racehorse trainer to me? fun fact, you know, if I know about the chat about my grandmother, I don't know if you know I think you know my grandmother, Mimi.
Of course.
You're on the canteen.
I used to I used to eat from her every morning.
Alright.
Yeah.
Mimi used to love your father and
Yes.
when they cuss each other back for
Yes.
love her. But the only person that you're supposed to eat from the chat completely.
Yes.
What was it like growing up with him? Tell us
Well,
some
you know,
stories.
I grew up. I learned from the best. You know, the first morning I came to work, I was following him up to the stand to work horses. He turned and looked at me and said, "Where are you going? You're not going to learn anything up here. Go back down to the stable and learn from the ground up." So that's what I did. I was down here. I was his eyes and ears and down at the stable. And that's where I learned. You learn from the grooms. You learn from the assistant. My assistant now, Linval McFarlane Pickens, was his assistant back then too. And you learn, you learn from the assistant. You learn from the grooms. But learning from my dad, you know, he was stern, and a no nonsense guy, you know.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah,
No
when he came to work, you know, he was very passionate. So I mean, I learned it the right way from him. Yes.
How do you manage to maintain? Cause I know you have horses here in Jamaica and overseas as well. How do you manage to train both horses here and overseas and maintain a team, make sure the horses are kept well? And how do you manage that?
Well, it takes a lot of communication. Between both places. You have to have a good team in both places. You know, it's a lot of mental stress and physical stress because I have to travel back and forth. So it's tough, but I make it work.
So how do you foster that good team infrastructure? If you know that your horses over there will take care of your horses when you leave from Jamaica to the overseas, the horses here when taking care as well.
Well, the key is having a good team in place and having a good relationship with your grooms and your assistants. You have to trust them, and you have to have that constant communication. So I think the main thing is just having a good team in place and having your procedures being followed. Yeah.
So do you have a favorite horse?
Well, locally, naturally, it would have to be Fun Candon.
Fun Candon.
Yes, overseas, I have a filly named R3 Angels that I purchased for $3,000, and she made about $350,000. So I think those two are my two favorite horses. I mean, I love all of them, but I mean, Fun Candon gave me my biggest win here. And R3 Angels, I mean, she came from nothing and did exceptionally well. So,
tell us a little about She's a Manita. You know that big horse. I love that horse. I was there at the track when she was running a couple of times well.
Yes.
So tell us about that horse.
Well, She's a Manita was a super filly. I remember my dad bought her grandmother in Kentucky. And that's where that whole line started, executive profile, through a hoofer through She's a Manita. And she basically did everything you could ask for. You know, she won the Triple Crown, she won the Super Stakes multiple times, the Diamond Mile twice. So, I mean, horses like that don't come around every day.
When you see She's a Manita, did you thought this horse was going to be like this super horse, or you thought it was going to be like this normal, typical horse?
Well, you never, I mean, you always dream that they're going to be the next big thing, but it's hard to envision that they're going to be that, be that good.
Okay.
So it's just something that happens. I mean, great horses are born. I mean, you might pick out the best looking one, the best bred one, but it don't turn out to be great. So, I mean, you always hope for it, but I think this is just by chance that you get a great one like that.
So far, what do you consider your biggest achievement in your horse racing industry?
Well, definitely winning 3 back-to-back trainers titles here in Jamaica, would have to be my greatest achievement. I mean, I've won some nice stake races abroad, so I mean, all in all, I can't complain.
How do you approach training young horses compared to the seasoned one?
Well, young horses, you have to start from the ground up. You're basically their dad, so you basically have to teach them everything. You have to teach them how to lead, to walk on a lead chain. You have to teach them how to ride. Every little thing you have to teach them. So, whereas an older horse already knows
Tricks and the trade.
the tricks and the trade, I mean, training an older one is not easy because you have to maintain them. They're in full training, so you have to maintain their legs, their condition. So I wouldn't say it's easier, but it's different. I mean, training a young horse, you basically have to teach them everything. An older one, you just keep them fit, happy, sound.
A typical day for chasing DaCosta?
I wake up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the mornings. Do my list for overseas, my work program for overseas. Talk to my guys over there. Then I get ready and come to the track for work here. So start by working the horses in the morning, and usually get done around 9 o'clock, and then come back down to the stable, and then it's work right back till maybe 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Going through the horses, checking their legs, seeing how they ate the night before, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
How do you manage such a big bond with personal life and your work?
Well, you don't have much of a personal life.
Everything is about racing.
Yeah, man. This is a 24/7 job. It's early mornings and sometimes late evenings. So there's not much time for personal life. I mean, you do have to throw some of it in, but this profession is full time.
Full time.
Yeah.
How do you keep your horses healthy mentally and physically?
Well, by training each one individually. Can't train everybody the same way. Everybody's different. Everybody takes different amount of work, eat different amount of food, different training. Some of my horses in full training, I mix up some swimming in their training. Either they go to the sea, some of them use the pool. But you just have to juggle it and train each horse individually. If one's losing a little too much weight, they kind of back off for the track work a bit. So you just have to train the individual. I think that's the best way to describe keeping them happy and healthy. Just training the individual.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face here in the racehorse industry, here and abroad?
Biggest challenges, I would think right now, is not getting enough young people involved in the game. As far as owners, help, grooms, blacksmiths. There's a major shortage And I think that's going to be our biggest problem, both locally and abroad. There's not enough young people coming in, so the older grooms, when they retire, there's nobody to take their place. So right now, in Jamaica before, you had guys, would look after 3, maximum 4. Some of them you have to give them a little more because there's not enough grooms. And the same thing with the blacksmiths. I don't see any young ones coming in.
Yeah, I don't realize that too.
So I think that's our major problem right now. Not getting enough young people involved.
What do you think the industry must do to attract new investors, and new grooms, new owners, new blacksmiths? As I said, what do you feel the industry must do to invite new people?
That's a tough question. I guess you have to make the product appealing. You have to put it out there so somebody says, maybe I should go and try something in that industry. So I think it's getting it out there to the people, and I guess all of us has to do our part. Not just the promoter or the racing commission. I think it's everybody has try and get the product out there as best as they can.
How do you handle the pressure on a high stakes races coming up?
The pressure, there's no easy way to deal with it. You just have to do your thing. The pressure is always on. It's just just dealing with it, not letting it get to you. Don't second guess yourself, and just do what you know is right. Mm-hmm.
How do you see the future of the horse racing industry progressing here?
Well, I think it has a good momentum right now. Some excitement created with the multi-mile. Big money always creates a lot of excitement. So we've seen a good influx of imported horses coming in. So the buzz is there. I just think we need to build on it. We just need to build on it, and I think it's heading in the right direction.
We're gonna get into the multi-mile soon, so get into the multi-mile. So, what do you feel about the misconception about the horse racing industry doesn't make any money at all, or if you're going to the horse racing, you're gonna end up broke, or cause like me, I want to eventually own horses in the future. Mm-hmm. But there's a stigma right now that if you go into the horse racing, I'm gonna end up broke, we're not gonna have the money. What's your feeling about that?
Well, I would say only take on what you can manage. It is a sport that is very expensive, but only take on what you can manage. There is rewards. You have to basically owning a young horse is going to be a lot more expensive because it's a long process, an expensive one. Claiming one is a faster turnover, so there's less risk of losing a lot of money. But it's just looking at your situation and seeing what you can handle, and not try to grow too quickly. I think if you take it one step at a time, it should be fine.
How do you feel about the claiming system?
I don't have a problem with the claiming system. It is a good way for people that don't have the means to invest the millions to get involved in the game. The larger owners, buy horses, and at the end of the day, if they don't work out or they're not as good as the ones were, it's a good opportunity for a small owner or trainer to acquire a horse. So I don't have a problem with the claiming system at all.
Okay. What do you think sets you apart from other trainers?
Well, I just think my work ethic. You know, I live and breathe horse racing, and you know, you have to be dedicated. You have to be hands-on. So basically it.
Let's get into the motive mile now. Tell us about Fun Candon. Tell us about that horse.
Fun Candon.
Yeah. How do you acquire that horse? What kind of training style you give that horse? Tell us a bit about that horse.
Well, Fun Candon, we bought him as a 2-year-old in training in Ocala in the sale. We paid $22,000 for him. You know, we brought him down and started training him. He always looked special. You know, from his first race, he won impressively. And I think he won his first 4 or 5 races before he actually lost one. But he's always been a hard-knocking horse, honest. You know, all you can ask for. He runs, I mean, he's very versatile. How I train him, he's the kind of horse that 2 days out of the week, I take him to the sea and swim him. The rest of the time he trains on the track. But he likes that 2 days, you know, to kind of keep him fresh, you know, take some pounding off his legs. So he's the kind of horse that doesn't really carry many issues. And I think, you know, that swimming helps him. Not all horses can, you know, thrive with it, but he enjoys it, and I think it has preserved him a bit.
When getting to the motive mile, what kind of preparation have you made for Fun Candon last year?
Last year,
yeah.
Preparation?
Yeah. Any special preparation you made for Fun Candon?
Nothing really special. He had a hard campaign last year because he had his first race in late January, as a 3-year-old. So he basically had to go through all his conditions and then make enough money to qualify. So he had a hard campaign last year, and that's why we gave him a nice long race after the motive mile. No, it's just training him, you know, race to race and picking his races meticulously for you know, for the final target to be the motive mile.
Can you tell us a little bit about the process of acquiring a horse overseas?
Well, there's many avenues. You can go to a sale. You have yearling sales. You have 2-year-old training sales, or you can actually buy off the track or claim off the track. I acquire most of my horses through sales, both yearling and 2-year-old training sales. So when you buy one, you have to send it to Ocala to quarantine for a month and get blood work and vaccines. And then they ship to Jamaica, and they spend 2 weeks in quarantine here, and then they come right to the track.
You brought in a special horse for the motive mile this year. Can you tell us a little bit about that horse?
Well, I acquired a horse named Dothraki. Not specifically for the motive mile. If he ends up making it to the motive mile, great. But Mr. Carlton Watson and I decided that you know, we're going to try to get this one because he has all these conditions. He's won one race. He looks like he has good quality. He was actually purchased for $600,000 by Bob Baffert, and he's an into mischief. He won first time out, but you know he has a little bleeding problem, so he never ran many times. He only ran 3 times, so he's won 1, and he was off a bit before I bought him. So I basically have to start from scratch, getting him ready. So if he makes it to the Mountain Mile, great. If not, I think we have some fun with him because he's actually eligible for restricted stakes. So he's the kind of horse we're gonna have some fun with.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about Mr. Carlton Watson. He's an owner that worked with your dad and now works with you.
Yes.
Can you get a little insight about the coordination?
Well, he is the perfect kind of owner. He doesn't interfere with you. He allows you to train, to pick your races, pick your jockeys. He's very, very passionate about the game. You know, very kind of hands-on. But you know, he loves it, and you know, he's invested quite heavily in the game. He has quite a few horses, and you know, if we can attract more owners like him to the game, I think
the industry will be perfect.
That's right. That's right.
How much horses do you have here on the barn?
I have 71.
Yeah. 71.
Yeah.
How much horses do you have overseas? You train overseas?
I have 30 overseas.
Yeah, over 100 horses over your belt right now.
Yes.
They're very tough to maintain. I can just imagine. Yes. I have a small business and I have to up and down, and you have to have it back and forth, plus traveling and tiredness, and you have to go.
Right.
So you feel the excitement here in the horses is better than the excitement over in the States?
Yes, the passion here in Jamaica
serious
is far greater than it is abroad. But you know, the money is better abroad, but the passion is greater here.
I don't know if you mind if you could give us a local walk through the stable, show us a couple of the horses.
Sure. Front 5. Not sure.
Feel like me have time for wait.
All right, who you want? You want the Fun Candon?
Can you give us the motive I win the Fun Candon? Can you give us all of the horses if you can? Not.
Huh?
Can you give us the most horses that are running right now?
Okay, yeah, man.
That's our youngster that's going to debut very soon.
Okay. All right, this is Fun Candon.
Guys, in the motive I win your Fun Candon. One hardball. Tell us why you choose hardball for that race to ride Fun Candon.
Well, he's the kind of horse that takes a lot of riding, and that's hardball. You know, he'll get the most out of any horse that he rides.
Okay.
Yes. Ready?
And it's a hardball, a big race jockey, you know. You can count on him.
Definitely.
Question: why does the AC for Fun Candon?
Well, he's slightly dry coated, so there's nothing that helps a dry coated horse like an air condition. So that's why we have him in the air condition. This is H2O. up and coming.
Just run Saturday?
Yeah, he won.
won.
He won Saturday. So hopefully he'll make it to A class. You know, he's showing some good potential right now. All right, Daddy.
Trainer is observing the horse. So it's a little about an upcoming horse named Gervano.
Gervano.
Yeah, people are having their eyes on that horse.
Gervano is a tough knocking horse. I think hopefully he'll be in the Motte Mile. I think the Motte Mile is going to suit him. He's the kind of horse that needs a pace to run at. But I think he's going to establish himself in A class because he's tough. He has good quality. Once once the race runs to suit him, he'll be coming at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
One inside, Daddy. One inside.
This H2O people.
All right.
You guys remember to like, subscribe, and share, please. Jeff alone could I do this.
This is Dothraki. This is a new one.
Repeat the name?
Dothraki. This is a new one that we brought in.
Looks nice. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, man.
Looks very nice. He's gonna be a monster on the track. How many grooms do you employ? How many workers do you have overall? Grooms, assistant here in Jamaica.
I think I have over 30 employees. Yeah, I know I have 20-something grooms, hot walkers, 3 assistants. So I think I have over 30 employees. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Go on to the other side.
The stables are fun to keep them very ventilated.
This is I Dream again. This year's Derby and St. Leger winner.
I Dream again.
Daddy? No. Ready? This is Mr. Greedy. Mateo, my winning groom. Fun Candon's groom.
Fun Candon groom here, guys.
This is an up and coming one. I imported 2-year-old. I bought in June.
Has a name as it?
Not yet. Not yet.
And next machine is have, you know. You look at build. So what typical race day look for you?
Typical race day?
Yeah.
Well, as usual, we train in the mornings and then come back down to the stable. It's just basically getting the horses ready to go to Lay 6, you know. Follow them to Lay 6, make sure everything goes all right. And then just preparing them to go up to run. You know, most of the work is done before race day. So it was basically, it was basically keeping them safe and happy. You know, and then once races start, you know, we're up there all day. You know, yeah. This is Gervano.
Next upcoming champion. Over the years, which horse you feel are the most difficult horse you're training?
Most difficult ones. One of the most difficult ones that is an excellent horse is I Am Fred. From day one, when I came back here and started training him, all the riders said, "You're not going to race. You're not going to race," because he had a back end problem. You know, he had a throat problem. So I just had to change up his training, jogged in the reverse way, and tried to build up his muscles behind. And it was a long process, but got him there, and you know, he went from strength to strength. He improved it with each race. Got tougher and tougher. He ran through his leg problems, ran through his throat issue. So I think he was one of the most difficult ones. But he made it to A class. He won quite a few A class races. We actually have him back in training now. He had an issue that we had to put him down for a good while, almost a year. But he's back. He's back in training. He's getting on in age a bit, but he's still around. Yeah.
How do you handle the horses that have an issue? Like what do you call it? Swollen ankle, ankle or a back end problem, or what do you?
Well, it depends on the issue. Some of them you have to adjust their training. The more swimming, you have to work on them. A lot of groundwork, icing, sweating, poulticing. So I guess just maintaining them, with a lot of icing and doing their legs up is key, as well as adjusting their training. Sometimes the vet has to come in and do his part, but every issue is different, so you just have to adjust and work. If you don't work on it, then it's not going to get any better. So work on it, adjust the training, and just take each horse, each problem, differently. Anybody specific you want to see?
Not really a specific one. Fans want to see all of them. When the Jason DaCosta, they want to see. They want to see.
Yeah. This is California Crown. Last year's Guinness winner. Taking a rest.
People California Crown there. Notice all stables have a fan?
Yes. Yep. All stars have a fan. Come.
Watching
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
She won the Guineas and the Oaks.
The youngster?
Yeah, it's a nice 2-year-old filly. Having him a kind of another Fury. She's hopefully one of the classic hopefuls for next year.
And then we got another Fury?
Yes.
Another Fury. Over there, so is yours as well?
Mm-hmm.
Any runners over there?
Eh?
How many runners over there?
Who we have over there now? We have Star Quest, we have yeah, we have a few over there. You want to see some more runners?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Show me the runners.
Tell me say you want to see them.
Show me the runners then. You can't show us all the youngsters them, but when we're upcoming, but you can show me most of the runners them.
Alright. This is Prince Roy.
Prince Roy.
Ran second last weekend. Ready? Alright.
When a horse don't run to the best ability you would think it should run, what is the process next after that in your mind?
If he don't run to the best of his ability?
Yeah.
Well, we try to figure out what went wrong, if anything went wrong, and just try to adjust, maybe he needs an equipment change, maybe we need to train him differently. So it's just trying to identify the problem and rectify it. This is Miniature Man, my first classic winner here in Jamaica.
Wonder the governor.
Huh? You won a Guineas. 2,000 Guineas. He has been running quite a long time. He had an injury that required surgery, and the surgeon didn't come for almost a year. So we got it done in December, and just been taking our time training him slowly and getting him ready slowly. But so far so good. So he should be running shortly. This is Rico. Upcoming one.
Rico.
Yeah, he's run twice or three times. He had a setback a few months ago. He got bit. He got bit on his leg. So it took us like a while to get it right.
What do you mean bit on his leg? What do you mean like?
By an insect.
Okay.
Something bit him and it got, the leg blew up. But he's good now, and he's training really well. So he should be running in the next 2-3 weeks. Ready.
Tell us the importance you feel about the schooling of the horse at the gate with the best gate crew, Timon, since Krabi, Rookie, Javan, the whole crew.
Well, the gate crew does an excellent job. It's very, very important, that the gate crew, teaches the horses everything, when we send the horses down there, they're basically in their hands, so trust them to teach them the right way. And I myself, I do a lot of gate schooling. They go to the gate countless amount of times before they run for the first time. And if I have one that continues to give problems. I school him a couple times a week. Even horses like Fun Candon and California Crown, I try to send them to the gate every week or every other week, because even though they're season runners, they still at times will give a little problems in the gate, you know, unsettle in the gate. So I try to send them as often as possible, and I try to get them comfortable in the gate, you know. So once they realize that it's not something that's going to hurt them, they relax and they
leave the gate as comfortable.
Right.
And so on race days, they tell them not get in trouble for going in and hurt themselves and damage themselves.
Yes.
If you can remember, how much racing horse do you have right now? Not youngsters. How much youngsters do you have? How much season horse you have now ready to running?
Well, out of the 70, I think maybe 20 of them are 2-year-olds, or 20-something of them are 2-year-olds. So somewhere around 45 to 50 running horses. This is Freddie Master, another up-and-coming one. He's only run twice. One first time out, and then he got beaten by Gervon a second time out. He's one that went through some issues, but he's good now, and he's preparing to run. So I think about a month or so he should be ready to run. But he's one that I have high hopes for.
If an upcoming owner wants Jason DaCosta to be his trainer, how you can get in contact, or how?
Just call Java and Java contact me, no problem.
You hear that, people? I'm the plug. I'm the racehorse plug.
Yeah, man. I'm always willing to accept new clients. Always willing. Yeah. This is Summer Palace, daughter of England's Rose. She is on her way back. She also went through some issues earlier this year, preparing for the classics. But she is back in training and doing very well. Just come home to me. Last year's Winston Griffiths Classic winner. She got injured at the back end of last year, and we had to do surgery on her. She started running again 2 months ago, and she won twice. So I think we're going to run her till the end of the year, and then go and breed her next year.
Being a trainer that trains here and overseas, where do you feel it's more profitable? As you know, investors want return on their money. So,
well, I mean, America has better purses, that's for sure. In Jamaica, it's a lot less to keep and care a horse. So if you're winning races in America, it's definitely going to be more profitable. You know, my dream, I hope that our purses in Jamaica will one day
Step up.
and become a lot more profitable in Jamaica. Right now, if you have a good quality horse, he'll pay for himself and he'll make some money. You know, but if you have the comparison, definitely America, you know, with the purse structure, it's more profitable in America. But I mean, Jamaican racing is a lot of fun. So.
So it balance, so it's kind of balance up, I could say.
Yes.
The racing here industry more fun, more excitement.
Right.
Over there, yeah, you make a little bit more money, but you don't have that same passion.
Right.
Okay.
It's another imported 2-year-old we bought in June. By Ton Wu. He's training well and he should be running later this year.
Alright, Trina. I got cut in the video now. It's been an hour now.
Okay.
I don't want to take up no much more of your time. You know, you're a very busy person. You have a lot of horses to deal with and stuff. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. So thank you for doing this conversation with me, having a conversation with me, talking to me, showing me around the stable, showing the fans them, you know.
No problem, Jeff.
So if you want to get to Jason DaCosta, you can link me up, people.
Right.
Yeah, tell them to like, subscribe, and share for me.
Like, subscribe, and share to Jeff.
You hear that, people?
All right.
Enough love and respect.
Yeah,
Thanks in the trainer.
All right, cool, Jeff. All right.